thank you for joining my channel. I'm Shantae and this is Shantae Fitness. This is my first video. It's been a long time coming, but I'm finally posting it and recording it. Whew. So a little bit about me and why I chose to start a YouTube channel is because well, a little bit about me first. I'm from a small island, raised on the small island of St. Thomas, and I currently go to school. I'm pretty young. I'm in my 20s. I'm in my 20s. I'm pursuing a degree in business, and I also run my own business, Shantae Fitness. It is a legit business. And I lost 100 pounds naturally, not so long ago. And a lot of people have been inspired by my journey, and have always told me that I should start a YouTube channel. I should help other people. I should try and motivate other people, and that's actually what I want to do. So which is why I'm doing my YouTube, to help motivate and to help anybody that might be struggling with the same issues that I struggled with, because it took me forever to lose weight. Like, people think it just happened like that, this lifestyle that I live is just so easy for me, but it's not. Like, it's easy now because I'm in it, I'm living it, it's my everyday. But before, when I was transitioning from the way I used to live my life to this lifestyle, it was really hard, like, it was extremely hard. There were things that I had to give up, things that I had to sacrifice, things that I thought I needed, but over time I realized I didn't. So I'm actually happy for this journey. It opened my eyes to a lot, it showed me a lot. And with my journey, I also, you know, decided that I wanted to help other people. Because at first I was just doing it for me and, trying to see how far I can push myself, how far I can get my body. Because 100 pounds is a lot. I was almost 300 pounds, so now I'm under 200 pounds. I'm about 100 and change. I haven't stood on the scale right now, so like, last time I stood on the scale was about 184, so I'm between 184 and 190 right now. And my biggest was 293, so 193, was my 100-pound mark. And after a while of me doing it, just to lose my weight, just to feel good, just to see how good I can look, after a while of me doing that, I realized that I wanted to help other people because it was not an easy journey for me. And there was a lot of things that I wish someone would have helped me with at the time for me to really manifest and, push forward and see more growth. But I'm glad I did it by myself. I'm glad I gained the experience, I gained all the knowledge that I did, and now I just want to help other people in my realm, in my shoes, that are going through the same struggles, with losing weight, not feeling comfortable, feeling like they can't do it, feeling like, no one is really with them. Everybody's against them. Their friends are making fun of them. Oh, you're trying to lose weight, or you want to diet. I went through that. My friends did the same thing. They supported me. They laughed at me sometimes, but they supported me all the way. So that's why I love my friends. And if your friends aren't supporting you, then you need to get some new ones. So with my journey, I started in November of, I want to say, 2016. Yeah, I started in November of 2016 and I hit my 1 year mark in March of 2017. And it took me a year and 4 months to lose 100 pounds. And within that journey, I had to change up a lot of things. I had to, well, I chose to cut out meat. I chose to cut out soda. These are two things that aren't good for you, even though soda is definitely not good for you. And even though meat says it's USDA approved, it's still not good for you. It's not meant for you to eat, and that took me a little bit to wrap my head around that concept, that it's not for me to eat. and like that's a concept that a lot of people struggle with when it comes to not eating meat, wrapping their head around the concept that you're not even supposed to be eating it in the first place. So I cut out soda, I cut out meat. I started to cook my own food, because it was really hard to find healthy options out there because McDonald's, Wendy's, all these other fast foods that are out there, like they don't really have healthy options, and the healthy options they have there aren't really appetizing, and the fact that I don't eat meat, most of these places only sell chicken salads, so it's like I'll just get a garden salad at these places. And then even some of the times, the produce that they're using aren't said to be real or anything like that. So, that's another thing that played a big role in me changing my eating habits. Even though I worked at McDonald's for about a year, I loved it. I was like, the best job for me, honestly. Like, that was when I was way younger. I was in high school working at McDonald's, so that was good money at that time. Now, no. But I did love that job. It was an amazing job. But, me working there, I ate there every day. That was another thing. I worked at McDonald's and I also worked at Five Guys. And working in fast food, you tend to always eat fast food. So I was always eating meat because, they sell burgers. I was eating chicken, fried chicken, because, they sell tenders and stuff like that. At Five Guys, they don't sell any chicken, so all I was eating was meat. McDonald's, at least I had, a bit of an option between chicken and meat sometimes. And then, so yeah, I had to stop working in fast food. That was another thing that I had to cut out, working in fast food, because you work there, you're getting it for free, so you're gonna eat it. If you have to pay for it, it's a difference. You're really not, you may not get it because you have to pay for it, but the fact that it's free, you're gonna get it. So I had to cut that out. And then I also joined the gym. When I joined the gym, it was more so as motivation for me to lose weight because it's like I'm paying this monthly, so I need to at least be in this gym at least once a month. At least once a month. That sounds really bad, but I'm paying this monthly, so I need to be in the gym at least once a month. That's what I told myself. It was more than once a month, but once a month was my minimum. So I used to go to the gym. I joined Planet Fitness, and they were 24 hours where I was staying at the time. So I used to go there at 12 a.m., 1 a.m., 2 a.m. when nobody's really there. So I could work out and feel comfortable and not feel like someone's watching me or someone's judging me, even though it's a judgment-free zone. I still felt like people were judging me, so I went at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning where I felt comfortable. And in all honesty, my first, I want to say 3 or 4 months, I really and truly only walked on the treadmill. Like, I only walked on the treadmill. I went to the gym and I was on the treadmill for about, a minimum of 30 minutes, a maximum of an hour and a half, walking at a nice, decent incline and a steady pace, making sure I focus on sweating. That was my biggest thing. I just wanted to sweat. Sweat, sweat, sweat. That was my focus. Just sweating and burning fat, burning calories, and that's what I used to do. So I walked on the treadmill, honestly. I walked off probably 20 pounds on the treadmill by just walking because at that time I was still getting used to being active because when it comes to being lazy, I'm the laziest person in the world. So I had to get used to my body being active, used to me being out of breath, used to me, working out. Even though I came from 4 years of JROTC, I found a way not to work out there for the 4 years. So I had to get used to this all again. So that's why I took my time and I took my pace on the treadmill, building up my stamina, building up myself, building up my endurance so that I can take it to another piece of equipment essentially. So after, about 2 to 3 weeks, months on the treadmill, I stepped up to the stair stepper. That one was another challenging one, but that one, honestly, I probably only did max 15 minutes because the stair stepper, it gets you right. That it gets you right. I would say that. So I probably did about 15 minutes on that. And then sorry, not essentially, but eventually after a while of, building up myself and, getting used to being in the gym and being active, I started to, explore other machines. So, that was like one of my ways of starting off losing weight. You have to start the process. You can't just dive right in. I didn't go in there, testing out every machine, seeing what every machine does on my first day because I know I'm not going to try it every day. I know I'm coming from a very lazy place to try and, be super, super active. I'm gonna hurt myself or I'm gonna, exhaust myself. So I had to take it at a slow pace. So once I started to, be able to handle, working out and, getting over that whole sore period. Because when you first start working out, you're going to be sore for a little bit. And you have to keep working out essentially shake the soreness and, get over it and keep going. Because it's like if you stop, wait for the soreness to go away, when you start again, you're going to be sore again. So you just got to keep going, keep pushing yourself, and keep working out because the soreness will go, it will come, it will go, it will come, it will go, and it will come. But once you're sore, like you're doing something. Okay, you're putting in the work, you're doing something. So on top of me working out, cooking for myself, I also had to change my eating habits now with it. I'm not a person who likes vegetables. I wasn't a person that liked vegetables. You give me anything with vegetables, I honestly could pick it out and not care because I didn't like vegetables. So I had to acquire a taste for a lot of things. So when you're losing weight, like you have to acquire a taste for a lot of things because not everything healthy tastes good and not everything that tastes good is healthy. So you have to acquire a taste for a lot of different things. And vegetables was one of the things that I had to acquire a taste for. Vegetables, peppers, those are things that I ate them when other people cooked with them, but I personally didn't cook with them. I personally didn't really like them like that. My mom, when she used to cook rice, she used to put onions in there, and they would get so soft to the point that you wouldn't even know if there were onions in the rice. That type of cooking, I like that. So I, started to cook with more peppers, more onions, more vegetables, to essentially force myself to acquire the taste, because I know it's healthy for me. I know it's good for me. I look it up all the time. I read, the different benefits of peppers. Honestly, if you eat peppers straight, eat them raw without cooking them, that's where you get the best nutrients. That's where it's really working for you. Once you cook them, that's where you're breaking down the nutrients, and it's not 100% there, but it's still there. So I started cooking with more peppers, expanding my palate a bit more, if you would say. So I cooked for myself, I cooked vegetables and stuff like that. Honestly, certain things I didn't know how to cook, and I just experimented, and they came out really good. And now I'm, good at cooking it. Honestly, I never cooked shrimp before. When I first started, I was on the phone with my best friend. She's like, shrimp is so easy, it just takes any flavor. Just flavor it out, go ahead and cook it. So, I cooked shrimp for the first time and it was so good. I think I had like shrimp and mashed potato, the first meal I really, really, really prepared for myself. I used to cook things here and there, but I never used to cook like that. I can cook, don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted, I can cook. I just didn't really cook like that. Another thing that really helped me on my weight loss journey was research. Just plain and simple research. Like, I went to the library, I went to Broward Library, and I checked out two books, one on yoga and one on going vegan. And those, well, actually, that one book, because I'm going to be honest, I didn't get to the yoga book before it was due for it to go back because I was so caught up in reading my Going Vegan book. So I read my Going Vegan book, and that vegan book honestly opened my eyes to so much, and it made so much things make sense to me. like the fact that we're not supposed to be eating meat. Like I said earlier, we're not supposed to be eating meat. It's not meant for us to ingest or digest or anything like that. And we're not supposed to be drinking. Another thing that really stood out to me with my research was not only, the fact that we're not supposed to be eating meat, but also, dairy products and milk. The fact that we were naturally lactose intolerant and we made ourselves tolerant of milk, when we're giving it to our young babies, when we were younger and our parents used to give us milk, that's us making ourselves tolerant of milk. We're naturally lactose intolerant. That's why some people are lactose intolerant because they were never able to become tolerant of drinking milk. Once you stop drinking the milk of your mother, you're not supposed to drink the milk of another mammal. And that's basically what we're doing. Once our mother stops breastfeeding us, that's where, the milk, the dairy stops. There are other alternatives, almond milk, cashew milk, walnut milk that they're coming out with, all type of nuts, all type of milk. So, once we stop breastfeeding, that's when we're supposed to stop eating dairy. So now most of us, we continue to eat it and drink it on our day-to-day, daily basis, and then we wonder why we feel the way we feel, why so many diseases are happening, why so many things are different things are happening to us, and we fail to realize that it's just simple things that we're doing and we're digesting and ingesting that is the cause of all of these functionalities. So now one thing that I did, try to do was cut out milk. I still do use dairy products. I will not lie to that. I do still use dairy products. It's the hardest thing to come off of. Milk itself, I don't drink. I don't drink it straight. I don't use it. I always use almond milk or cashew milk or any other alternative to milk. Even coconut milk is a good alternative too. So straight milk I don't use. I do still use cheese. I am guilty of using cheese. I'm trying to get off of it, but I just can't seem to find a vegan cheese that's cheesy enough for me. Like I'm a big cheese person, so that's the hardest thing is for me is to come off with my cheese. But also, with my research, that just opened my mind to so much. And you have to be mentally ready to lose weight and not just physically ready to lose weight. Because if you're not mentally ready to lose weight, it's never going to happen. Because you're going to always have doubt and thoughts in the back of your mind, that it's going to change your perspective and change the way you're thinking and change the way you want to do it. So it's like you have to be mentally prepared. You have to say okay, and you have to hold yourself accountable for the things that you do as well. If you do have a cheat meal or have a snack or have something that's unhealthy, it's okay. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. Someone's not going to punish you. But it's for you to bring yourself back and to win yourself back and to keep yourself on track and to keep yourself, accountable for the things that you're doing. And that's one of the things that I had to do. I had to hold myself accountable for the things that I was doing and the things that I wanted to change. When I went out with my friends and, I'm on a 7-day cleanse or a 7-day detox and, they're drinking alcohol, they're eating, I'm holding myself accountable and I'm sitting there and I'm sipping on my lemon and water and I'm okay with it. I'm okay because I know at the end of the 7 days I'm going to feel good, I'm going to look good, and it's going to be worth it. So I'm okay with that. Some people, they don't have that willpower, they don't have that determination, to go out with their friends, they see them eating, they see them drinking, so they're gonna order a drink, they're gonna eat too, they're gonna be like, oh, my friends are doing it, so I'm gonna do it too. Like, no, like you have to have that self-control, you have to have that determination. And when your friends see that, okay, she can come out, be on a diet, be healthy, and still be out with us and have a good time, then you can do it too. So like those little things are the things that, help you. And also when you're losing weight and you're letting your friends know that you're losing weight, they're gonna be in your ear. They're gonna be like, oh, I thought you're not supposed to eat that. I thought you're not supposed to have that. And we all hate people in our ear like that, so we're not gonna do it. So telling your friends that you're trying to lose weight is a good way to lose weight, because then they're gonna be in your ear. It's annoying, but it helps. You know, it helps because the fact that they're going to say something about it, you're not going to touch it. But if you're not telling your friends that, hey, I'm trying to lose weight, or, I'm trying to change my lifestyle, I'm trying to change my eating habits, if you don't tell them and you just keep it to yourself, when you go out to eat, they're going to assume you're still eating the same way. So they're not going to say anything to you. They're just going to let you go on about your normal eating pattern. But if you mention it to them, you let them know, hey, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm trying to do, this is what I'm trying to achieve, this is what I'm not eating, this is what I am eating. When you go out with them, they're gonna be in your ear and they're gonna be right there holding you accountable to what you said. I thought you said you weren't gonna eat that. I thought you said you weren't gonna do this. I thought you said you weren't gonna do that. These things, they annoy you, but after a while they get instilled in you. So automatically off the bat not to touch that, not to eat that, not to do that. And after a while it becomes a habit, it becomes a lifestyle. I like when I go out, I naturally order lemon and water. Like I really don't order any soda. I don't drink soda at all anymore. I really would, like order a juice or something like that. If I do drink soda, it's with alcohol, and I'm a social drinker, so it's like I only drink when I go out. So I'm not just home drinking alcohol. I'm not just buying a bottle because it's Friday and the weekend is there. Like I do drink alcohol, but I only drink it when necessary. Like it's not an everyday thing for me. So with all of that, and I had to start a routine. I had to start a routine with myself and with my fitness. So I would make sure, I'm having something healthy to eat every day. I would make sure I'm drinking water every day. I would make sure that what I eat unhealthy doesn't outweigh what I eat healthy. So if I do have something unhealthy, I'm making sure that I'm having two times something healthy after that. Like it's okay to have a snack every once in a while. It's okay to have a cheat meal every once in a while, but don't make it a habit. Don't gorge yourself with, French fries or, wings from like Wingstop or something, like, just monitor yourself and, have portion control with the things you eat as well. Some people don't have portion control. They, you know, fill up the plate and eat the whole plate, but you gotta have portion control. You have to watch your portions, watch the way you're eating. And it sounds hard at first, but after a while of doing it, it becomes a lifestyle, it becomes a habit, it becomes you, it becomes a part of your everyday routine. Another thing that really helped with my weight loss journey was my waist trainer. I started When I started my journey, I started in a 4X waist trainer, and I'm now currently down to a small. And that in itself was like a big step. Like every time I went down a size in a waist trainer, that was even more motivation for me. Like, let me see if I could get to the next size, and then to the next size, and then to the next size. So with that, I went from a 4X, like I said, all the way down to a small. I wore my waist trainer religiously, like almost every day for at least 8 hours a day. There was a time period where I stopped wearing my waist trainer, probably for about, I want to say, 2 to 3 months. I stopped wearing it. Not for any like complications or anything like that. Just, me myself personally, I lost my motivation. I lost, you know, me wanting to work out. I just wasn't feeling it the way I was before. So I stopped for a period of time. And then after that, I got back into it. I gained my motivation back. And I started, like I said, this journey has been a journey, ups and downs. It wasn't just one straight path to 100-pound weight loss, lots of ups and downs. So, that was one of my downs during that period. I stopped wearing my waist trainer. I stopped working out. I wasn't eating as healthy. I started to get off my path with my eating, and eventually I caught myself and I brought myself back and I started working out again. So when I started working out again, I was wearing my waist trainer religiously, like I said. I wore it for 8 hours a day, or more. I wore it in the gym. I wore it under my clothes to go to work, to go to class, to run errands, any little thing. I had on my waist trainer. I was always training. And, I did see very, very good results from my waist trainer. And, I didn't have a waist before that. Like, I was literally like a box. So now I naturally have, that shape naturally without my waist trainer when I take it off. That I'm so happy about. And, some people do have their ups and downs with waist trainers, their pros and cons. Me personally, I haven't experienced, any issues. The most issue I've experienced with my waist trainer is, the bones, when they do break, they do stab you. That happens. Bending from side to side essentially does break the bone sometimes. So that, you know, you just have to watch the way you maneuver in certain waist trainers, the ones that have bones, because some of the ones I have bones, some of the ones don't have bones. And because I waist train and I love my waist trainer so much, I started to sell waist trainers as well. And I always recommend to people to always have two waist trainers. Like, don't have one, always have two. Because you need one to work out in and you need one to just wear day to day. Because if you're only wearing it, because people always say, oh, waist trainers don't work, they don't do anything for you. It's like, if you're only wearing it for like 2 to 3 hours and you take it off and expect to see an hourglass shape, that's not gonna happen. Like, you have to actually put in the work for you to see the results. So if you're only wearing it for a short period of time and thinking that you're gonna come out with this amazing shape and this amazing body, that's not gonna happen. You have to actually put in the work, put in the time to see the results of the waist trainer and the waist shapers, and and they work. They work. Like, I can definitely attest to that. They work. Once you put in the effort, the time, and the work for it, they definitely work. I also, from time to time, I do wrap my stomach as well. I wrap it with a special cream. I put some saran wrap around it, and I wear my waist trainers. And that helps me a lot with tightening and toning my stomach. Waist trainers, honestly, I feel is the step that really helped me to keep my skin nice and firm and tight, because a lot of people who weight loss journey who I follow and I've seen, like, they all or most of them have tight, not tight, loose, saggy skin, from the areas where they lost most of their weight. And me, I didn't have that problem. I didn't have any loose, sagging skin. And I feel like it's because I waist trained along my whole journey as well. As I worked out, I waist trained, I wrapped my stomach, I used cream to keep my skin nice and tight, nice and firm, so that I wouldn't have that issue in the end when, I got to the results where I wanted. So, that's one thing that I would always recommend is a waist trainer to keep you nice and tight, keep you firm, and keep you solid as you work out, so that when you go down, your skin will go down with you and you don't have to then, in the end, have a skin removal surgery for it. So, after, let me see, what else have I feel like that's about it. Like, I feel like I talked about, the basics of my journey, where I started, where I am now. And now what the future holds for me is I just want a nice tighter, more firm stomach and flatter stomach. Because my stomach is honestly not flat. It looks flat, in videos and in pictures, but it's really not flat yet. I do still have a little pooch. The pooch is like the hardest spot to target, and I know many women have that problem. I even have that problem. The little pooch at the bottom, like it's the hardest spot to target, and it's a spot that I'm still currently working on for myself. So I'm trying to lose that, get me a nice flat stomach, a nice toned stomach, a nice toned body. That is where my next step is, and my next goal is, along with helping other people with achieving their dream body, their dream goals. Like it's attainable. You can do it. If I could do it, you could do it. Like I'm the laziest person in the world, so definitely if I can do it, anyone can do it. And I just want to help other people do that as well. Like I know I didn't go too much in depth with what I do or what I use, and I do plan on doing that in another video, going more in depth in exactly what I did and what I use. This video I just wanted to give a basic introduction and throw out some of the things that I did, some of the things that I noticed, but I'm definitely gonna go way more in depth in my channel. This is the first video of many more to come. And if you have, any questions, comments, concerns, definitely voice them in the comment box below. And also like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you on my next video. Thank you.